Hi, Alumas. Welcome to the Pell Show. It's a great day to be alive. So let's make it a what?
Let's make it a great day.
Yes. Today I have with me the amazing and outstanding Olivia Menzaya, founder of Live a Little Vegan Ice Cream. And as I like to call her, a fellow chief professional happy person. Liv, please
Thank
introduce
you.
yourself to our audience.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Olivia. I am a few years out of college. I graduated in 2019 at Marquette University, where the two of us met. And I am an advertising and graphic design major. So I work a graphic design job in addition to growing my own ice cream business, Live a Little Ice Cream, which we're about to dive into.
I know Liv didn't tell you all about this, but I'm about to
I
brag
know.
on
I was
her.
like, how far deep do you want me to go?
She kept it humble for us, but we gotta dive in a little bit. She is no average human being. She sold 100 pints of ice cream overnight on the day she launched her business.
You know, I'm impressed.
You know, I had to know every detail about you, like every deets. And she also won first place at the Brood Ideas Challenge in 2019, which is Marquette University's version of Shark Tank. And she has been featured in Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, on Milwaukee, and Food Beverage Magazine, just to name a
Oh my
few.
God, look at you. You know, I'm
My,
impressed.
my girl is not average. She is awesome. And I
We
don't
do
need
our
to
best.
remind you all, she's a spectacular person. I met Liv in 2019 and her energy just radiated positivity and joy. And I'm attracted to that. So
Yeah, we
coming.
instantly hit it off. We instantly had the same energy. We did the Shark Tank together. I'm sure people know that you were on that as well, but it was nice to have each other there. And we were in different sectors too, which was great because we both won.
Yes, I
Um,
know.
so it was so cool to be up there together, like, you know, yeah, good memories. It was really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I can still like picture the day in my head. Yeah, literally
I
you and
know, I
Dad went
know.
on
Isn't that
stage.
crazy? I think it's actually like there are definitely like more vivid days that I remember from college because I guess it has been like it's been over 2 years now, which is crazy to say, but it is one of those days like I remember everything. Like I remember what I was wearing, like I remember the morning, which like you can't say that about many days
That's
anymore. Like it all
true.
kind of it all kind of blends,
That's
which is
true.
weird.
I do
Yeah.
too. I remember from like the night before up until like the
Hmm.
day of.
Yeah, I just remember my apartment, like my roommates, I had like ice cream stuff everywhere and like baskets of stuff. And my freezer was filled with all of the samples. And they all just like, what is going on? Like, when is all this moving out of the family room? And I'm like, yeah, sorry.
Oh my God. Good times.
Love it. Yeah, it was. It was good. It was good fun. I love going back to the 707 hub and visiting. It's like very nostalgic. I'm like, I was just there not too long ago, doing like an ice cream sundae bar and visiting and talking. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's been so long since like I've been on the last time I was on that stage was when I like presented the pitch. I
Wow.
know. So it's like just
Wow.
so weird.
Come visit
Yeah.
us more, Marquette.
I know, I have to. It's not far from where I live either. So gotta get on that.
Yes. So Liv, tell us like why did you start Live a Little?
Yes. So I started it. It's vegan ice cream, to be clear. It's oat and coconut based milk. I'm not vegan. I'm not dairy free. I just have a lot of friends with food allergies. So a lot of people with dairy allergies, some gluten free folks. And basically I was making normal ice cream in my machine, not like intending to start a business, but like I would just bring it places and like no one could have it. And I was like, okay, like I'm the only one that can eat this gallon of normal ice cream. Like I could, but that's not certainly healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So I started kind of playing around with the dairy free ice cream, especially like my best friend's dairy free. So, and she's like the dairy free where like she's dairy free, but she can like take a lactose pill. And like, so I'd always pressure her to get ice cream with me. And then there'd be consequences for the poor girl. So then when I started like playing with recipes, a lot of it was like, oh, I'm going to make something for Emily. Like I owe this to her because I always pressure her to get ice cream for me. And then
Mm-hmm.
she'd stomach ache. So yeah, that was kind of my like big motivation. I was like, I gotta make something. And eventually people that weren't dairy free or vegan were trying this ice cream without me telling them, like prefacing that it was like dairy free. And they'd be like, what? And it took like a few people that are like kind of food snobs and not, again, not vegan to be like, this is so good. And not know that it was dairy free for me to be like, this is something and this is better than like my normal ice cream. And then that's when I started developing the flavor and deciding that like, okay, this is what I'm going to turn into a business. Because people were like, I'm going to buy, like, can I buy this? And like, they have no allergies. Like they could go and buy Ben and Jerry's, and they were asking me to buy mine instead. So that's when I was kind of like, oh, I should keep doing this.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had it, like I was amazed. Like I was just like,
you had it pretty early on too. It's definitely like transformed through the years. Like the people that had it when I first started making it versus now, like even will approach me and be like, oh, it's gotten so much better. I mean, my formula has changed. I like didn't start with coconut and oat. I just started with coconut milk. So now I do a blend, which has like allowed me to have none of the flavors overpowering, which is really nice, because before it was like super coconutty, and if you didn't like coconut, then you didn't like it. And it's just gotten creamier with like the better machines. Like I've gotten like better equipment, and that makes the ice cream form like to a better consistency for free, if that makes sense. Like, the cheaper machines still do a good job, but like obviously if you're going to get this like fancy Italian machine, it's going to like make better ice cream. So yeah, it's been like fun for the people, like you've had it really early on, so it's been fun for those people to like see my flavor progress, but also like texture and consistency and just like the raw form of it.
nice.
It's fun.
I love the
I'm a
progress.
chemist.
Oh. Oh my God, I love it. And I think you've also been doing a bit of like line extension towards creamers as well. Like what brought about that?
Yeah. Well, it's my ice cream before it goes in the machine. That's it.
Oh.
So it's like I had that recipe all along. I like whenever my dad, and there's a few other people I know that would do this, but like when we were out of creamer and he didn't want black coffee or I didn't want black coffee, we were like, yeah, treat yourself Sunday. Like we would take ice cream and put it in our coffee, especially if it was too hot. And it took me a few times to do this, to be like, oh my God, it's like coffee creamer. And then I was like going to think about advertising my ice cream in that point of view. And then I was like, wait, I should just make a coffee creamer with my ice cream. Like the Warm Hugs ice cream, my most popular flavor, for those of you that don't know, it's chai vanilla cookie. That flavor specifically is like insane in coffee. And so that's like kind of where it started. And then, I just started bottling it. I found like a bottling place, and it took off very quickly. It was kind of crazy. At one point I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be better than the ice cream. But no, I mean, it's a nice like separate channel, and it has its different audience, and it's nice because like the people that are truly dairy free and vegan, like that love my ice cream, buy it hands down, because like they, there are a lot of alternatives now, but there's not really like local alternatives dairy free creamers that are local. It's all just like the big brands making dairy free versions now. So I think that's something that's like kind of unique about it. But yeah, that's been fun. It's easy. Like it's half the time.
Wow.
Because the machine is what takes a long time.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
It's been fun. Yeah. Have you tried the creamer yet?
Yes, I did actually.
You've had one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I tried it the first time this year. I was like early I think around April. But I have to admit, I did drink it just like by itself.
You're not the first person that told me that they've done that, actually. I've had people say they put it in tea, and they've also used it for milkshake.
Yes, like it's
like
versatile.
You like take like a scoop of vanilla, dairy free, and then dump the Warm Hug creamer. Yeah, because it is ice cream, right?
Yes.
So you could, and it was like the liquid, and you put some like ice in there, and like bam, bing bang boom, milkshake.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm actually that's giving me more inspiration now. You should, oh my God, you should have like
do it even ice. Even
like have a section where you just like show us like different combinations that we can like make with your
Yeah,
products. That would be nice.
I really want to do like a makeshift cookbook.
Yeah.
That's something I'm thinking about.
Can
Like,
you artwork
yeah.
on it? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I just want to design it. That's the only reason why I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I'm so excited.
I just want to design this, so I'm gonna make a cookbook. Yeah,
Man.
so we'll see. I will see. I'm gonna try and come up with some vegan recipes that you can make like in a KitchenAid mixer or a blender or just like alternatives, like something like that. Because like obviously not everyone has an ice cream machine if I were to make a cookbook, so it would be like some way to make it like more inclusive, you know.
Mhm. That's
So
true.
I just gotta experiment first. But
Yeah.
that's what this winter is for. I mean, I'm gonna slow down with sales for the winter and kind of reframe so summer is successful again.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm kind of grateful. It's kind of good that it gets cold, honestly, because I'm like I
oh,
need a break. Yeah.
oh my God. And speaking of flavor earlier, our keyword for today is flavors. Oh,
Oh, absolute
yeah.
great word. Yeah.
So what's your favorite flavor from your ice cream and creamer actually?
Mm, it changes based on the season. My newest favorite. This change just went. This just happened. Is
Okay.
caramel macchiato.
I
Yeah, it's really good.
have to try this.
Yeah, I came out with it at my last Maker's Market. It's my coffee ice cream and
Mhm.
my salted caramel ice cream like mix. It's so good if you like coffee ice cream, which I love coffee ice cream. So, and then I put like grated chocolate chips. So like there's chocolate in every bite, and it's like kind of like you know what I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
speckled.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of the better correct term throughout. So it's like in every spoon, which is important because I'm a chocolate girl. But like other flavors, I really like. I mean, I've always really loved strawberry Pop Tart pie, but that's like kind of more of a summer flavor on my radar. And then mint chip is like my favorite ice cream flavor in general, like in the ice cream world.
Oh.
Yeah. I know it's super basic, but like I could eat a whole gallon. Like I just don't get sick of it. Like unlimited. Like there's never too much. So I'm like a diehard mint chip girl. So I do really like my mint chip, but it's not usually the flavor I pick because like I do have more unique flavors. So usually like I'll gravitate towards something different, like caramel macchiato or the Pop Tart flavor, or like my toasty cocoa crunch with the cereal. Like that's something that you can't really buy. So usually
Yeah.
if I'm eating my
Toasted
own ice
cocoa
cream, those are the
crunch.
ones, yeah, that I pick out. Oh, and bougie blues, my
Bougie
other,
blues.
yeah, that one. That one is like I am most proud of that flavor more than warm hugs. I know warm hugs is the most popular, but I'm so sick of warm hugs if I'm being honest. I smell like it all the time because I'm always making it. And like in the food kitchen and I smell the chai and I'm like, that's a secret, everyone. If you're watching this, don't tell everyone.
Yes.
It's kind of funny though.
Oh my
That
God.
tells you how much I've made it because I'm like, the scent is starting to be like, oh, you know?
Oh my God. Oh, yes. I really, Toasty Crunch is still like lives rent free in my head. Yes. I remember Bougie Blues, Warm Hugs, and Three O'Clock Coffee. Like,
That was my first flavor.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that
Those.
one's popular. And that's why I like the caramel macchiato because it is like it's basically the OG flavor, but with like a flair. Because like people still really like the coffee, but I was like, okay, like I'll do coffee, but let's switch it up a little. So that
Mhm.
was a good switch. And also I think adding the caramel was a good choice because then like kids don't really like coffee ice cream. They aren't exposed yet to the addiction of coffee. Lucky them. But like caramel masks it enough that like a lot of kids at the market actually really liked it this time around because there was caramel in it. So it was kind of a good balance.
Wow. And then as your product grows, do you have plans to, bring back the OG flavors, try, because I feel like you're
Yes.
always experimenting actually. I love that
Yeah,
about
yeah. I mean, you can always order. Like, I have a menu. I think there's like 15 flavors on my menu, and then
you.
obviously I have a bunch of other ones that are just archived up here that I just like will make if someone asks me. But yeah, I mean, I try and like rotate them when I do the markets to having like one OG that people like love. So like sometimes I'll have 3 o'clock coffee, sometimes chocolate mudslide, like the ones that I started with, and then I'll usually have one new flavor or one that is like a little more rare, and then one that like is appropriate to like the season. But I always make sure I have one that's gluten free. I try and hit all the categories. I mean, one for kids, one that's gluten free, and then one of the like main flavors that people like are kind of culty about, which is like usually warm hugs, like a cult flavor. Like people get pissed if I don't have it. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to make a different flavor, but people are like legitimately angry if it's not there. So it's funny. I try and I usually have 3 flavors. So I try and strategically pick. Also like based on the audience and like where's the event. Like, is it more adults? Then maybe I'll pick more sophisticated flavors. If it's like a fair, then my cotton candy skies flavor will make an appearance, or my bubblegum flavor. So I kind of look at the demographic too. It's
Nice,
fun though.
nice.
I'm waiting for the day where I'm like big enough and I have enough freezer space to have like 10 flavors at once. Like I
Ooh.
did that for one pop up with like pies, ice
Mhm.
cream pies, and that was a cool switch up. But it just is hard because you can't have as many of every flavor. So you start selling out quickly. And then
Mm,
if someone comes for a certain flavor and you sell out, like I feel bad, obviously. So
mhm.
I'm just waiting until I'm at that level where I can like make it like 5 to 7 flavors at a time rather than 3 to 4. Just
Yes,
hopefully next summer. We'll see. We'll see.
yes,
I'm working on saving up for an ice cream truck or a trailer. So if that happens, then I'll have
yes,
room.
yeah.
So
We're
yeah,
we're
it's all
speaking it
crazy.
into
We're
existence.
manifesting. We're
Yes,
always manifesting. Yeah. And
yes.
I think it will happen. I'm working a full-time job so that I can afford it. So
Ooh,
hopefully this will
yeah.
pay off.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
you
putting the
gotta
actions
hustle.
into it. I love this. I love this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So then tell me, like, if a customer wanted to like make a purchase, like I know you also do like I feel you also do like wholesale as well too, correct?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm a wholesale in restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm actually like in the works of getting somewhere where you can purchase my pine, because right
Mm-hmm.
now wholesale is like very much so scoop. Yeah. So we'll see if that happens, hopefully within the new year. So yeah, you could get milkshakes at Deborah Brewing Co. They have root beer floats, but with kombucha, like a kombucha float at Strange Town, which is on Prospect in Milwaukee. These are on Milwaukee. Um, yeah, and then there's some other locations that have it just like in the summer. But so that's wholesale, and then I do catering. So anything over a gallon, I'm willing to make individually for customers. So I don't sell the little ones individually unless you order like a bunch. But I
Okay.
do like individual gallons, and I do ice cream pies. So like birthday parties, if there's someone who's like dairy free and it's their birthday, you can get like an ice cream cake, basically like a Dairy Queen ice cream cake, but my version of it. Um, any flavor on my menu in the form of a pie, which that's been like very popular.
Wow.
Like especially on Marquette's campus, like people having like birthday parties for their girlfriends and getting a pie, and it's fun when it's a pie because it's like one batch in my machine, my smaller machine. So I could
Mhm.
like literally make whatever. So one time I had this little boy who asked for half bubblegum, half birthday cake. Yeah. And I was like, I can do that. Like, sure. And it was just like one of those moments where I was like, this is so cool. Being able to like give this little kid like the weirdest combination. Um, so it's fun. People come up with some fun stuff when I do the pie. If anyone's interested that's listening.
Ooh. And then like how
Yeah.
do you get the inspiration for the ice cream flavors?
Oh, that I've been doing market research my whole life because ice cream is my favorite food. So I've had like a lot of ice cream, a lot of different flavors, but also like usually it's very nostalgic in like things that have happened around me. I mean, I know we've talked about this flavor I want to create in the summer, but like
Mhm.
whenever I go to my great grandparents' house, they would have a mint and sherbet combination. So they would always
Mhm.
have a quart of mint and a quart of sherbet, and they'd mix them. And it sounds weird, but it was like the greatest combination. And I very much so. I have a sherbet, I have a mint. I want to do like a half and half pint, like in tribute, or just like in
Mhm.
honor.